Now, I can't speak much to what the staff will hand out to you, but Mike Arms has prepared for you a copy of Mr. Harbor's resignation letter, as well as a little bit of a timeline or some examples of where Tyler has misled the administration or others. One of the things that it says, I resign today because of the safety and security of my friends and family far exceed the responsibilities of my job, and that the blatantly illegal actions of the Knox County Sheriff's Office is unbearable and is reminiscent of Nazi Gestapo actions. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe a word of that. I don't think a word of it's true. Likewise, I don't know if there's a true word that comes out of Tyler Harbor's mouth. We have provided every document. We have answered every question. We're here. We'll be here Monday to answer additional questions. Mr. Arms has been at the center of this. He's prepared the material that you're getting now. He said he would be glad to come forward Monday, answer additional questions. 2 other points, and then I'll sit down and let somebody else have the floor. Butch Bryan is my friend and has been for many years. He prepared my will, and if my job gets much more stressful, my will may become really relevant. But Butch, the reference to the prior investigation and the Record Service investigation troubles me, because it really does raise the issue of whether or not much of this is payback for things that this administration has done in the past. And finally, I seldom speak for the mayor on these things. Normally he prefers to speak himself to county commission at full commission, but I do have to take exception and issue with the idea or the suggestion that the mayor lied to the sheriff when questioned about this matter. And I would point out to you that there is only one public official out of those two has been convicted in court of not telling the truth.
Commissioner Hammond, are you done? Commissioner Moore.
Dwight, I think that's exactly why we need a 202H investigation, because there seems to be some contradictions. The sheriff's office says that the mayor misled. You said he didn't. Certainly, if we put somebody under oath and ask them that question, then somebody surely will tell the truth. And that's what, when you have 2 different sides, that's why putting someone under oath and trying to get to the bottom of it. You think, is Mr. Cook still here?
No, sir. Mr. Cook's gone back to the office.
Do you disagree with the sheriff's office investigation that Tyler Harbor did no work for the Knox County government?
Tyler was a problem employee. Did he do as much work as he should have? I don't know. Certainly, even if he was working hard at the things he should have been, they would not excuse the things he was doing that he should not have been doing, and we still should have acted sooner. That's a matter of record, Commissioner. I don't know how many times I can say it. As I told one of the television stations, he's fired, he's been fired, he's as fired as he can get, and I'm not sure what else we can do to follow up.
Well, he was your employee. It was somebody's responsibility over him, wherever he was assigned to, 2 or 3 different places, to, I guess, supervise him, or do you just turn employees loose and they do whatever they want? I mean, I don't know about the administration, so.
There would have been supervisors who were responsible for overseeing Mr. Harbor's actions and performance of his duties. I guess my question is, with somebody who's no longer employed, what remedy we would invoke if we found that he was less productive than he should have been. Not sure at this point what it is that you would have us do about it.
Whoever is filling out job performance records, I guess you do that. And did he have good rating as a good employee, or did he have poor ratings as a?
It's my understanding that there are performance reviews on file for Tyler and that they are generally fairly favorable. I think Mr. Cook may be on his way back down, and he may be able to speak to that more directly.
Okay. But I think we can clear up a lot of this and get it out of the way if we could put some people under oath and just ask them, who do what and when did you know it? Because, you're saying that you disagree with the sheriff's office investigation. And that's fine, but that's the way we can clear it up and make sure that.
No, for the record, Commissioner, I don't necessarily take issue with the Sheriff's Department investigation. I think the point that I'm trying to make is that much of it is predicated on testimony from somebody who is very clearly incapable of telling the truth. I have a lot of old friends that are involved in this investigation, and I certainly don't question their intent or their ability.
Okay, and if you say that Mr. Harbor was a problem employee, why did he get paid after he was terminated $4,000? Or was it
someone else?
Oh, it's someone else.
That girl.
Okay, Butch, got a couple questions. What was the overall cooperation of the Knox County officials that you all interviewed?
Well, with the exception of some of the notations I made up there, I feel like they were pretty cooperative. We've got some misleading and lying statements, but generally when we went to see them, they were cooperative.
And do you have any more evidence that would show that Mr. Harbor did no county work?
We've got his whole desktop computer.
Well, if he was at his desk and he had a desktop, a laptop, in his drawers of his office,
there is some.
Did he have?
I forgot. And when I say they were cooperative, whenever we went over to Mr. Cook's office, you know, he allowed us to look wherever we wanted. He took us upstairs to Tyler's office. Mr. Cook allowed us to examine Mr. Harbor's office shortly after all of this flurry of activity. And one of the things that struck us was there was not the first piece of probation paperwork in his office. Now, there was a lot of political stuff in his office. There was a lot of stuff about campaigns, and I think there was a picture of various political officials up there, and it looked like Campaign Central, but not the first piece of Knox County probation paperwork in his office. And again, in talking, the employees that, and some of the employees were a little concerned, Mr. Cook's employees were a little concerned with talking to us, but I felt like they were truthful with us. They all did not like Mr. Harbor at all. He was a distraction. Teresa had to worry about, you know, she caught him in there on Todd's computer. Nobody trusted him. The evaluation that you're referring to, the last evaluation from Mr. Harbor is Exhibit 7 in our handout that you guys got earlier this year, and one of the comments is, employee has proven that he can be trusted with extremely confidential manners. I think he meant matters, like the contents of Mr. Tyndall's emails. One of the concerns that was floating around, folks, Tyler wanted access to that President Bush campaign list. And the thought was one of the reasons he had gotten into Chad Tyndall's computer was to try to find that campaign list. That would be very important to a political operative like Tyler. There was another on his employee evaluation. Employee always keeps director/mayor informed of info that is important to county operations. I don't know exactly what county operations he was keeping informed of because he wasn't doing county work. And the final manager comments, employee does a all-cap great job. I don't know doing what, because it wasn't probation work.
Okay. Todd?
I'd like to ask him.
You want to respond to, and I don't care about the criminal or anything that they mentioned, but did Mr. Harbor do probation work.